What if Canada became the 51st state of the USA? The impact on politics, economics, and culture would be nothing short of revolutionary. What if Canada, our friendly neighbor to the north, suddenly became the 51st state of the United States? While this might sound like a far-fetched idea, it's a fun thought experiment that could have serious implications. Let's take a closer look at what would happen if Canada joined the US and how it would change the landscape of North America. Political shifts. A drastic transformation. If Canada became a part of the United States, the political system would undergo a massive overhaul. First, Canada's provinces would likely become new US states, leading to changes in the balance of power in Congress. The US Constitution would have to be rewritten, as the current system of government would need to accommodate a country with its own legal and political history. Canadian citizens would also gain representation in Congress, but this could lead to complications, as the political climate in Canada is often more liberal compared to many US states. The merging of two distinct political systems, Canada's parliamentary system and the US's presidential system, would create both challenges and opportunities. Economic integration. A superpower emerges. Canada's economy, which is heavily reliant on natural resources like oil and gas, would add significant value to the US economy. With Canada's vast energy reserves, agricultural output, and well-developed industries, the US would become even more dominant on the global stage. However, the integration of Canada's wealth wouldn't come without its own set of issues. Canada's poorer provinces could place a strain on the US economy, particularly if resources are not distributed equitably. Public services such as healthcare, which are more advanced in Canada, would also be restructured, potentially leading to debates about the direction of healthcare reform in the US. Cultural clash. Will Canadian identity survive? One of the most significant challenges would be the cultural integration of Canada into the United States. While the two countries share many similarities, they also have distinct identities. Canada's multiculturalism, bilingualism, and social policies set it apart from the US. If Canada became a state, would it lose its unique cultural heritage? The country's reputation for peacekeeping, progressive social policies, and bilingualism might be overshadowed by the US's more aggressive military stance and less centralized social systems. How would Canadians react to the loss of their distinct identity? Would French-speaking Canadians feel marginalized in a country that primarily speaks English? These are important questions that would need to be addressed. National security, a more powerful alliance. On the security front, Canada's inclusion in the US could strengthen North America's defense capabilities. The US and Canada already share a highly integrated defense network, and Canada's resources could provide additional military leverage. However, this would also raise questions about Canada's traditionally more neutral stance in international conflicts. Would Canadians be comfortable with a shift from peacekeeping roles to potential involvement in more aggressive military actions? The blending of the US's more interventionist policies with Canada's neutral stance could create friction within the new United Nation. Social integration. The cost of universal healthcare. Canada's universal healthcare system is one of its most cherished features, but its inclusion in the US could bring significant changes. The US healthcare system is notably different, and Canadians might find themselves navigating a far more complex and privatized system. Would the US adopt Canada's healthcare system, or would it become just another battleground for political debate? Social policies regarding gun control, LGBTQ+ rights, and environmental regulations would also likely clash. While Canada tends to be more progressive in these areas, the US has a different approach to these issues, leading to potential conflict and uncertainty. Conclusion. A bold hypothesis with major consequences. While the idea of Canada becoming the 51st state of the US is unlikely, imagining this scenario reveals just how deeply interconnected and fragile our political and cultural systems are. From economic consolidation to social upheaval, the impact would be transformative. Whether it would make North America stronger or cause it to fracture is uncertain, But one thing is clear. This hypothetical scenario would reshape the future of both nations forever.